Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today we're going to talk all about Helena the Black Rose. I'm going to tell you why I think she is an OP meta-defining unit for not just right now and for not just PvP. I think this girl is also busted for PvE, specifically PvE chaining teams. She can do a lot of stuff that other units in this game don't do easily, and she kind of has a way of breaking the current defensive meta that we have in the game. So I'm just going to show you off her kit here, show you some builds I think you can accomplish with her, and show you how I would play her if I'm lucky enough to get her. Now, I want her bad enough. I'm going to click this 10 times summon button right here and take a flyer at this banner. I've already used my free daily ticket, didn't get anything there, got a Balo. Now we're going to do an actual 10 pull, and this will be a really epic video if I can hit Helena in this. It's not looking the most promising, but okay, yeah, we got some blues changing to yellow. There's a little Daria. Let's get some of these. Come on, change right here, right? Nope. It's going fast. It's going faster than I remember it going. Okay, come on, change. Titus. Okay, that's it. That's it for the pulls today. I might pull again later. I really want her. And as I was preparing to make this video, I was really kind of psyching myself up for how good she's going to be. So I'll tell you what, let's just go back to the psyching myself up for how good she's going to be. I'll try and psych you guys up too. So Helena the Black Rose, first of all, her TMR is very good specifically for her and specifically for mages. It gives you the magic attack resist pin 40 for 3 turns. It has 2 uses. I love both of those numbers, the 40 and the 2 uses. Then slash resistance 25% is just kind of an added bonus here. The real other buff that you're getting is activation time down, which is very nice. So as a DPS TMR, I love this. The only drawback to it, there's no agility on it. Sure, you can trust stone it out for agility, especially with the quality of life improvements to trust stones that we're getting. So that's fine. If it had agility on it, I would say this is one of the best TMRs in the game. As it is now, I think it's very, very good on a mage like Helena. Now, she is 100 cost, which as you just saw from my poll makes it very difficult to actually acquire her, with Grimoire Keeper and White Mage as her sub jobs and then Mage of Thorns as her new job. Okay, let's start here. I'm gonna quickly walk you through her kit just a little bit. This isn't a preview video or a should you pull video. I just want to show you why I think she's so dang good, and it has to do with 2 of her support skills. First of all, resolve to fall afoul of the gods. That's hard to say. You get both penetrations right here. You get 40 spirit pin and 40 magic attack resist penetration. Now, with the state of War of the Visions, that only checks 2 out of the 3 boxes that you need to check, in my opinion, to be able to consistently do damage, because you must penetrate spirit and you must penetrate magic attack resistance as a mage to effectively do damage to the enemy team, right? Yeah, that makes sense. You're going to need both those stats, but everyone stacks AoE and single target resist in the game right now, and being able to penetrate those, or at least pick the weaker of the 2 to get around, has been essential. Helena has this fun little move right about here, Rose Blast. This decreases AoE resistance by 60 for 3 turns for targets, plus decrease the chance by 20% for each enemy less in the AoE, 0% at 3, which means if you're targeting one person with this giant AoE move, it will decrease their AoE resist by 100. So they don't have AoE resist anymore. AoE resist was so prevalent in the game, I just almost counted on every unit I was fighting having 50 plus of that AoE resist, and it made units like Elia the Alabaster even better because her multi-target attack was multi-single target attack. So even though everybody had AoE resist, you could get around it, you could still hit multiple people. Helena doesn't need to worry about that. She can knock the AoE resist completely off of one target, or 60 or 80% off of another target, depending on how many are in this giant diamond-shaped AoE. I think that's insane. Then she also has a 3-hit move, and you're like, well, yeah, but that's single target. This one is particularly great for PvE chaining teams. It is a 4-use 3-hit move. That is so dang useful. Now, Light doesn't struggle with multi-hit moves already, but here's another mage that can do a 3-hitter for you. So if you're already working in a different mage to your Light teams or to your chaining teams, and they're using the Halloween 3-hit vision card, Helena can then pile onto that as well and do 3 hits herself. herself 4 times just with her main job kit, which is insane. Now, as another PvP move that's really good, she does have a multi-select target move. It's only 2 targets, not 3, like a lot of the Alabasters, but the range on it is really good. It's 4 use, 2 hit, and can select up to 2 targets. It has a spirit debuff on it, really great. And if you run Mage of Thorns, she has access to a heal, which is great. Now, a lot of times you go into sub jobs like Grimoire Keeper or White Mage for something like TP moves, right? To get a little extra TP in your kit. She doesn't need extra TP moves. She has 2 great ones. So Hex of Undoing gives her Dispel Courage and a bonus effect. I don't know what this bonus effect is. I don't have her yet and I haven't seen it, but this is just by itself is good enough. Dispel Fatal Damage, so she can buff herself with that. Then Rose Sanctuary of Undying just has so much in it, right? Reduce physical damage taken for allies, reduce magical damage taken for allies, 200% chance to re-raise for self. If you have re-raise, you get dark resist, AoE resist 20, and that, remember that AoE resist 20. That's a big deal here in a little bit. And then reduce magic damage taken by 30% for 3 turns. So, okay, a lot going on there, but mostly the thing to pay attention to here is she has a distance-based damage reducer for physical and magic damage, along with a magic shield on 1 buff. This is just going to help her be very tanky, and then she has another way of being very tanky as well, and for that, I'm going to switch over to the unit builder. Now, I see how it kind of like got all layering over itself right here as I equip some things, but let me show you how I have this set up. What I have here is I gave her a rod because she's going to be running a rod. She's a mage. Then I gave her the survival vest and just Black Rose Helena's TMR. Then Valifor, Bahamut, and then Valifor again. Not an uncommon setup right here, right? For a mage. This is very common gear that you would see all of the time. Valifor's a good Esper, and then Bahamut is the big deal right here because Bahamut gives single target resist. If you look at Helena, support skills, she has one I really want to pay attention to. Tenebral Perfume. On a lot of these units, you run like one of their new support skills and then mix in another one, like Clandestine Reading for more Spirit Pin or Grimoire Keeper for HP and Magic. But on Helena, I think you run both of her new ones because this one gives you single target resist 12 and more activation time down. If we go look at her master ability, guess what? She has single target resist here, 10 from her master ability 1, and then single target resist 15 from her dream enhancement. That's 25 single target resist right there. There's another 12 right here. That's 37. And with just this gear setup that you see, it puts her at 72 single target resist. 72. That is nuts. This means those units like Elia the Alabaster who were running in there being like, I choose you, you, and you, and I'm gonna, punch all of you, that 72% of that damage isn't getting through. And that is on top of the fact that you're also getting, your damage resistance based on range here. You have a magic shield. You can also have access to a physical shield in here as well. There's one in here somewhere. Yeah, you could get Spell of Shielding from Grimoire Keeper if you want a 7,500 HP physical shield with a defense buff for your allies. So like, what the heck? She seems like she's going to be so insanely hard to kill. Now, she is running a little short of AoE resist. And so you're going to want to find like vision cards, buffs on her that can get a little bit of more AoE resist in there, like this one right here, to get that AoE resist up to a point where it's semi-competitive with the single target resist. But that 72 single target resist I was showing you right here on the screen, that is without any buffs. Like, she could still receive a mid-fight buff to get even more single target resistance. So this is 72 just with gear and just with support abilities and the vision card buff from Bahamut. You could also run a sub vision card with single target resist to get another 10 or so on there. I mean, it's insane what you can do with single target resist on this unit. And with her damage, Rose Blast right here, having the ability to decrease AoE resistance, she feels like one of the first units in this game to push into completely leaning in to both having and disabling single target resist and AoE resist for herself and disabling AoE resist for her enemies. I hope that made sense. Like, I think I said what I was trying to say there. Anyway, when I was looking through her kit, those are the things that really stood out to me. Yes, her limit break is also really good. It's a magic attack resist debuff. I never really count on those going through. What I also want to talk about though is when you do her limit break, you get Black Rose healing cast for self. let's talk about Black Rose healing for a minute, because it restores HP in an AoE around yourself to allies. So that's nice, okay? But a lot of times, like, this is something that you might not always get the benefit of the healing from, but it has a side effect, reflect for self. She gets 3 turns of reflect after she uses her limit break. Now, I want to talk about this. This is a diamond-shaped AoE attack. A lot of units in the game, because their limit break has like a debuff on it and a big modifier, they'll lead off with it. I don't think she will. I think if she's looking to AoE, she will lead off with her Rose Blast AoE to knock the AoE resist off of her enemies, and then follow that up with her limit break, which could be even better, because then you take advantage of that heal if you've already taken a little bit of damage at this point. So in my opinion, it goes like this for our girl Helena. She's got a ton of a single target resist. Lean into that, make her almost impossible to kill with single target attacks. Then find ways to get AoE resist on her, take advantage of her damage reduction moves, and then she's going to hit like a truck, I think. She is great. I am very happy to see her getting some like good treatment here. I'm very happy to see Light as an element get a top tier unit like her. And if I'm wrong and she sucks, I might just make a whole video apologizing for that, but I think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be so good that I'm kind of like altering my polling plans a little bit in terms of like what I was going for in the future. Gosh, come on, Helena, come home. Don't make me pity you. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to do it. Don't make me do it. Anyway, guys, that's my video on Helena. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe button, something I always forget to shout out. And thank you to everybody who is a channel member on my YouTube channel. You guys are awesome. As I'm recording this, we are officially home from the hospital. So just a little follow up there. Wife is doing good. We have a big couch in here. So she's laying there, relaxing, watching some TV, probably trying to take a nap. Baby Jay is at his aunt's house taking a nap. We're going to bring him home and he gets to, see his mommy again at home after like 3 days. So you'll be excited for that. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Have a good day and I'll see you next time. Peace.